Is it worth it? I don't know.
Dude, I don't want to get a video. That's what
Oh, you don't want to be in the video? Anyway, we had some help. We got the door open. Because of that, we do have a little bit of paint correction to do, and our time in the woods. We're gonna need to do some buffing, sanding, polishing, get this thing shining up good before we take it to Barrett Jackson. We got some plastic repair to do here, repair this vent window. It has been raining. I also noticed this morning that this side, the drinker side window, is leaking a little bit here at the weather stripping, so not sure what we need to adjust there, but we need to bring the top of the door in a touch. Unfortunately, need to bring the top of the door in just a little bit somehow and make sure that seals up. Besides that, I'm happy to be back home. Had a great time at the old school ride. Got to see some friends from last year and make some new friends, so that was fun. But I'm glad to be back here working on the K5 for you guys too, so let's get after it. What I've seen here is 2 of these bolts have some body panel spacers. I'm gonna take the spacers out, tighten the door up, see if it cinches it a little tighter, just to see what it does. I can always undo this. Okay, so I had some spacers in there, and what was happening was I got in here this morning, much tighter now. Too much reveal there. I can take those shims out, and it should suck that down. We'll see how that looks. We're not hitting on anything. Looks good, looks good, looks good. All right, let me show you what we got going on here. Well, we called LMC. We said, send us a frame. They sent us the wrong frame. They sent me the one for the passenger side. I need the one for the driver's side. And here's why we asked for a frame, because this is broken, okay? So I get a new frame. I got a frame, wrong frame. Thanks, LMC, for nothing. Called them, they said, I don't know, sometime next week. I've also got this little hinge that's broken. Can you see that? You can see it, it's broken, you know. Then I called the big dog at Weld 1. I said, look, my plan was to have the big guns weld this, because it's a small weld. Sometimes you need a big gun for a small weld. But he said he's booked out for 3 weeks. So I'm up a creek there. So I decided I'm gonna take this washer. Can you see that washer? I've got that washer. I'm gonna grind part of it out. I'm gonna see if I can weld the other part of it right there. And then I'm gonna repair this frame, and we're gonna put it like that. We're gonna reattach this. And we're gonna try to work with what we got, because that's what God gave us. Or the guy in Chesney, after I gave him the money, this is what he gave us. So we're gonna work with it, you know. LMC, I don't know. I guess you didn't help me so much this time. Or Weld 1. So I think that looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna see if we can weld that. We'll give her a shot. think we're gonna leave it just like that and see if we can carefully grind that clean. It actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. So we're gonna try to copy the angle here. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to get this other piece welded up here. See if we can grind it down and make it pretty, but probably not. We're gonna try to make it work. Okay? Cool. Well, what we've got here is we put the weather stripping on and it was a bear, but we got it on. Now all we've got left really, I'll explain the rest, but all we got left is this one rivet that we've had to repair. And what you're gonna wanna do is have your helper hold this or hold the camera, whatever's most important. Come over here, helper. And then you want to get that, and you want to use that side of the rivet setting tool. And we're going to not break our glass. See what that looks like. Not enough. We're getting there. Oh, we're getting real close now. Okay, what we're doing is we're just mushrooming that little rivet out. If you've ever set a rivet, you get the process. But let's see. You see that? It's not the best. Let's see. We might can tighten it up. But there we go. We got our rivet set. We're good to go. Now we can finish tightening this up, and thank you for the help. Okay, we got the vent windows and the new weather stripping in, and let me tell you what, it was a bear. But new weather stripping, looking good. Got my new vent window pivot rivet. Oh yeah, that sounds cool, doesn't it? The pivot rivet. This side was broken. I had to weld her up and got it looking good. Just gotta get my door panels in and then my inner window, whatever you call this, felt, weather stripping, I don't know. Scratched the shit out of my door jamb right there, but you know, what are you gonna do? I mean, there's no other scratches on this thing. It's brand new, so. But, looking good. We are sealed from the weather. All windows new. Well, not all windows new. All window weather stripping new. New weather stripping, new weather stripping, new weather stripping here. Oh yeah, so precision weather strip kit. Digging it. All right, guys, we're back working on the K5 Blazer today. We're trying to knock out some little things, sort of like creature comfort type things. One thing we did, we installed a courtesy light switch. I don't know if you can see that, but that is D6088 AC Delco part number. But that goes in the door jamb, so when you open the door, the courtesy light comes on. That's a neat little feature. You know, you take that for granted when it's not working. It was working on the driver's side. We just need a new switch for the passenger side. We got that. But you don't care about that, do you? Okay, but what we do need, it's kind of important. Well, we don't have blinkers, and it seems people on the road want to know what exactly you're doing. And since we don't have blinkers, I thought it'd be really important that our horn worked. So I ordered some parts. I don't know if I've got all the parts I need. I hope I do, but I got a horn contact kit, a horn button, and a horn contact plunger. I think with that together, should be able to make some noise. And that way we can communicate when we're on the road. We can honk. Tell people, get out of the way. Honk, we're slowing down. Honk. Hey, turning left here. You know what I mean? So that should be good. What else are we working on? I don't know if we'll get to it all, but we got a new throttle cable, a new throttle return spring. See if we can get the pedal feel a little better. It's pretty hard right now to press that pedal, and I think we've got either a kinked or a frayed throttle cable, so I'm going to replace that. We've also got a couple seals for the transmission, see if we can track down a leak. And I'm also going to see if I can reattach the dipstick for the oil and the transmission is loose and just flopping around, and see if we can get those attached. And maybe that might solve some leaking as well. So stick around. We're going to work on the K5 1985 K5. What in the blue blazes blazer? All right, with Winch Outdoors. Thanks, guys. I think it looks like it's supposed to look. I don't know. I've never done this before. So the way this works is the spring, you drop the spring in first, okay, followed by the pin, flat. Ooh, it's gonna work, boys. It's going to work. Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it in there. So after a bunch of hemming and hawing, finally took off the grill, and using the power probe, I was able to determine that the driver's side, which I believe is the low tone horn, is inoperable. But the passenger side, it is operable, and if I apply 12 volts to the circuit, it honks. We're going to see if we can get a horn, get it installed, and I'll show you how we knew we were onto something, because, well, I hadn't showed you this yet, but we installed the horn button, and when you press it, listen very closely, in there's a relay. Ooh! We're going to find a horn so we can have dual horns, because I mean, all right guys, so after some poking and some prodding and some cursing and fiddling and faddling, I think we may have these horns fixed. The grill had to come out again. That's always fun, in and out with old brittle 500-year-old plastic. But anyway, this thing, this factory horn, it's trash. We throw it out. What we got is the Faster Blaster, Freeway Blaster, Fium. I don't know. It's low tone. Okay, that's what it says. But let's test her out here. I hope this is. Let's see. Let's see here. We give it a push. Woo! That's annoying. Oh yeah. While we're in here, we were like, I got to looking around, and I said, "Hey, you see this thing right here? It wasn't there." I said, "Well, shoot. The turn signals aren't going to work without a flasher." So I went and got a flasher. I put it in, and now we got turn signals. Check her out. Well, we need the key in, but we have turn signals. Let's see if I have a key on me. Nope, no key. But we're making gains, getting all the little things working. Still need speedo. I guess we'll tackle that next. I think we got some lights in the dash gauge cluster out still too. So, but we got a horn, we got flashers, we got running lights, making moves. Faster Blaster. All right, good morning, Winch Outdoors fam. Today we're going to work on getting these wheels and tires off and getting something a little more appropriate for the look of the truck that we're going for, we're going to put these rally wheels on and a new set of 35s we're going to get today. Now, we only have today, and these wheels need a little bit of attention, if you can see. We're not going to do the full rehabilitation where you sandblast them and prime them and prep them and all that. We're going to do the quick and dirty, get them looking decent, slap them on the truck. I think they'll clean up just really nice. So we're going to get started on these, get some new fresh rubbers on, and you're coming with me. We're going to transform the look of this truck. We're trying to get it into a, you know, real classic off-road vehicle. Not like some rednecks on it, like it currently looks with these wheels and tires, which, nothing against rednecks. I love these wheels and tires. But it really needs 35s, not 37s with a 6-inch lift. And I scored these rally wheels from my buddy Nick. Thank you, Nick. And so we're gonna get them cleaned up and put on. All right, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is take all these center caps off. We've got a plan on cleaning them up, but for right now, we just need the wheels cleaned and painted so we can get them drying so that we can get our tires mounted up. So these are all held on with three, the heads are 1/2 inch. I'm not sure what the shaft is, probably a 5/16 bolt, I guess. But anyway, we get those out. We're gonna take all these centers out, put them to the side to get cleaned up later. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to clean these up the best we can, get them ready for paint. That includes pulling the old valve stems out and just blowing all this nastiness out. And then we will wash them with some Dawn dish soap. That'll cut all the grease and stuff off of them without leaving any sort of residue. And if there's any rust, we'll hit it with some like 220 or, you know, a wire brush. We're not going crazy. These are in actually pretty good shape. These will clean up hopefully pretty nice. And one good thing about the Chevrolet wheels is, you know, this part covers and this part covers. So really it's just, you know, a 4-inch strip in the middle's got to look good. So let's get this thing cleaned up. All right, you may have noticed I'm wearing a hoodie. It's a little cold in here. Let's see what the temp is. Temp is currently, whoo, that's really cold. 45 degrees in here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this going. We might even get the little buddy heater going. Heat this room up really nice and hot so we got some good paint drying conditions. Otherwise it would take all day for this paint to dry. We're gonna try to get it 60 degrees at least in here. So give me a few minutes. Let me heat up the room. We'll get the little buddy going. I got this little ceramic heater going. I don't think it's gonna be enough to do it. So stick around. We're gonna spray the backs of these first. Let them dry while we go get, because we don't have the right color, the silver, Argent Silver, if you're curious. We're gonna go see if we can find something close to that. Yeah, all right, let's go. Trying to get about 10 degrees warmer. All right, we're calling it. It's time. Thermometer on the wall says 56 degrees. Close enough. We're gonna turn the heaters back on after we get right, so O'Reilly's didn't have what we were looking for, so we went to the zone and got in the zone and got we got some VHT. It says Ford Argent Silver, not GM Argent Silver. I don't know if there's a difference. I hope not, but I'm driving and talking. But anyway, Ford Argent Silver. We'll see how it turns out. I think it's gonna be fine. You know, they were $12.99 a piece. So I got $26 in paint, half a can of black, maybe $30 total in paint. Okay, now, we got, well, before we do too much talking, let me show you, we got some VHT Argent Silver, Ford Argent Silver, SP188. I don't know. That's what we got. It says 60 degrees spray to 90 degrees spray, temperature wise. Damn, I'm talking like a retard. I must have puffed in too many paint fumes. But anyway, what you want to do is, these are still a bit tacky, but we're tired of waiting. So what you want to do is, while they're still a bit tacky, you're going to go ahead and flip these on over. Okay, just like that. Okay. I'm going to lift with your back, not with your legs. Don't want to hurt your legs. Okay. Lift with your back, not with your legs. Okay, got it. And then, last one. Oh, I'm gonna see a chiropractor. Okay. We got those flipped. They're a little close. Which I guess that's fine. Doesn't matter, does it? Now, we're gonna start shaking. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your spray can, do-do-do. Alright. Now for the actual spraying, I prefer to have any heating elements turned off. You know, some people might like to live more dangerously than me, but I don't know. Never use this. I like to do it once. Oh yeah, looking good. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. Didn't do a lot of prep. I'm not going to do any more, so let's see. Oh, wow. Got the heat back on there. I think they turned out looking really nice. I'll let these dry for an hour or two. Maybe till tomorrow. We'll see. We just got the AC Delco switch. And we ordered it because this one we got from Advance has failed us twice. Well, we believe it's the switch. Well, when I take the switch out of the circuit, it works fine. So that's D6252D. I don't know. I guess it looks pretty much the same. Maybe a little better quality. Let's plug it in and see if it works. Okay, we plugged it in temporarily. Got the lights on. They're not flickering. Everything's working right. So the moral of the story is, buy the AC Delco part, not the Advance AutoZone part. I can't remember if it's AutoZone or Advance. I'll tell you in a minute, but anyway, that's what you want. AC Delco. All right, guys. Big news. We got some tires. Wheels and tires. Check them out. And I might get some slack for this, But what we're gonna roll are these rally wheels. Won't get no slack for that. These are Nexen Radian MTX. These are very cool hybrid tread, mud terrain / all terrain, but I think they're gonna look great on the old square body. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. We're gonna get these put on and take her for a rip and see how she does. I just had to, I don't even have them all on yet, just the first one, and I'm not even done, but it just looks so good I had to get a little video. I mean, hashtag first look. Woo, them rallies look good. Got the mile marker hubs shining through. I like it. I dig that. I dig that, I do. All right, with that one simple change, changing the wheels and tires, we've totally changed the look of this truck. And I think for the better. It's very classy with the rally wheels. Got some new decals for the center section of the rear ones, but I think it looks good with the mile marker hub sticking out. We're gonna take these things for a ride here, either this evening or in the morning, and see how it does. But thanks for watching. Let's get on to the next project.